Hey, Big's out in the yard again today. What are we going to talk about today? We're going to talk about Google review and the big FU. Let's talk about Google reviews. You know, there are some very honest, forthright Google reviews out there, not only from my shop, but from other shops and other businesses all across the country. Some deserved, some not. Now let's do a little sidebar here. There are certain people sometimes, you just get a vibe off of them. You can't quite put your finger on it, but you know something just isn't quite right. Well, let me tell you a little story about a lying, thieving, weaseling SOB. Now, about a year ago, we sold a motor to a customer, and that's something we've done thousands of times over the last 40 plus years. And when this customer ordered the motor was still in the vehicle. I said, I will call you tomorrow when it's ready. That was going to be on a Friday. Well, the motor was not quite ready on that Friday. Silly me, I didn't call because it wasn't ready for pickup. So, comes down Monday, all pissed off, chest out, big and bad. Okay, Mr. Badass. Okay. Gets the motor, pays for it. This is something I ran and drove personally. I know it's good. Well, 2-3 days later, well, let me sidebar this here. I'm going to give away company secrets here, but any recycler with half a brain does this anyway. You know, you don't only put your mark on the top of the motor, you heat tag it, you stamp it in certain areas. Why do you do that? So you know the SOB is your motor. Not that anybody would lie and try to thieve from you. Okay. So what happens is, well, first off, this was not a cheap motor, as I recall. This is right in that $1,500 range, although we've definitely sold motors a lot more expensive than that. Well, a few days later, not the guy, not the customer, not the direct customer, but one of the guys that was with him comes down with a motor in the back of a pickup truck that we're assuming it's a core. But he comes back telling us, oh no, the motor's no good and they need their money back. All right. Well, my manager has been through this song and dance a few times over the years. Now, was the plenum with our paint mark on it our plenum? Damn right it was. Just one little problem. The rest of the motor was not. No heat tabs, no stamps. So what lying, thieving, weaseling SOB did was he took the plenum off his junk one, stuck it wherever, took our good plenum, stuck it on the junk motor, and brought it back trying to pass it off as a bad motor. You lying son of a bitch. Of course, he didn't get 2 cents back after we pointed out where's our stamp, where's our mark, where's our heat tags, and his guy was like, I don't know if he was trying to crap or what. So of course we get this 1-star Google review on how terrible we are and how terrible the motor is and blah, blah, blah. Only thing I can say is this: if you're gonna lie to me, you better be good at it.